What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody, to episode 92 of Shut Up, Let's Talk. Woo! Hanging out with Motorhead Tech tonight. What's going on, brother?
This is a bit nervous for me. I don't know.
Cool. Have fun, man. Cheers, actually, man. Cheers to you. Welcome to the place, man. Welcome to the podcast. Your first live stream?
Yeah, I mostly just make videos, but this is just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of live streaming.
That's cool, man. But you know what? Making videos itself can, like, do you ever get nervous on camera making, like, your own videos?
No, because it's easy to edit. That part down.
Does it take you a long time to edit? Like, how?
For a 10-minute video for YouTube, it takes me about 5 hours to record a 10-minute video, condensing 5 hours into 10 minutes. And that takes about 5 hours a day, too.
Yeah.
And then another editing, like the editing portion, takes about another 5 hours.
Jeez.
And then it takes about an hour for uploading, adding a bunch of captions, text, tags, and the comment sections as well.
That's amazing, man. So it does take a lot of work. Well, everybody, thank everybody for hanging out on episode 92 of Shut Up, Let's Talk tonight. Joined along with Motorhead Tech. I know I said that already, but we're going to say it again. And I say that to say because we already started on the first topic, which is YouTube. YouTube is one of the topics we were going to talk about, and you have a cool little, you have a cool set of videos, man, that you got up on your YouTube channel. I've been kind of checking them out over the last few days, and I enjoy it, man. I saw one of your older videos, and I saw one of the newer ones, and you started it, what, 2 years ago?
Well, I started back in 2010. I was like,
wow,
6th grade, I think, when I started. But it was more about like how to hack a Nintendo, how to jailbreak an iPhone, how to do this and that. And then I stopped. I don't know why in 2010. I didn't continue till I got my car in 2015. I have a 2013 Audi A4.
Nice.
And my parents bought the car, but I'm working hard to pay it off. It's almost paid off. Just had to put it out there. I come from a different kind of lifestyle, and I took care of that car, but then the car exploded.
Whoa, tell us about that.
I'll say that for a little bit later.
The car exploded.
More engaging.
Whoa.
But when I got the car in 2015, I liked it so much that I started messing with it and posted a video on YouTube. And I didn't think of it much. I stopped YouTube in 2015. And then in 2017, when I looked at the same video, it hit 30,000 views. I was like,
whoa.
Oh, shit. Then I looked at my YouTube revenue. I'm like, hey, I just made $30.
Nice, man.
So
that's awesome.
Since I saw that kind of change, I'm like, this video is interesting. People like it, and it's something people want to do with their cars. They learn from watching my video how my car sounds like. And then ever since then, I've been trying to at least post one video every week, which is about 52 videos in a year. Try to.
Dang,
and
man.
then here I am today with more improved videos.
Yeah, definitely. And what cameras were you using in the beginning? Just like your phone?
Yeah, it's always been my phone.
That's great though, because I mean, phone technology has come such a long way that these days, you know, it was always like a dumb thing that I would always say that, you know, Nikon or Canon should just come out with a smartphone, because most people just use their phone for the camera these days.
Yeah, pretty much. But I've been trying to stop buying car parts. I need a turbo for my car, but I'm just gonna not buy the camera and get the car part.
I feel you. Well, I understand. Well, you can't ignore the passion, man. So let's start really quick. The fact that you said you started doing these videos when you were 10 or 11 years old, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of amazing in itself. So were you always kind of messing with like gadgets and messing with like
all the time? Yeah.
What did your parents think of that? Were they just kind of like, "What are you doing?" Or were they like, let them be?
No, they say, "Can you fix this? Can you fix that? Can you fix this?"
That's amazing.
Everything.
That's the best way to learn.
Yeah, I'm a very handy person, not just technological or automotive stuff. I can somewhat be like help around the house, like fixing a table or fixing the refrigerator or the door of the house, and a lot more of the things.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Yeah, and it's funny because I've seen you unloading some of the parts that you get. Yeah. And like some of these boxes show up and they're like colossal, and you got to open these things.
Oh yeah.
I see you with like all sorts of hammers and swords and stuff. Like, what are you doing?
You saw that video. Yeah. That was barbaric.
It was amazing, man, and I love it. So that's one of my favorite things about your videos is being able to see, you know, the opening, the unboxing, if you will.
I try to connect with my audience as much as I can, and when I refer to myself, I say we, because they are not only creating this moment, they're able to be a part of it and connected with it.
Absolutely, man. So as far as YouTube goes, because that is a topic we're discussing, do what do you enjoy the most about it? Is it the community aspect of it? Is it the people that comment in and it lets you know what more videos to make in the future, or what?
For me, it's more of like a chance to learn and grow. You learn from it, other people learn from it, and you grow, and it's like a positive environment. Forget about the negativity, but it's a good environment how people connect with each other. Not only YouTubers with YouTubers with the audience as well.
No, it's very true. Very true. Very, very true. Yeah, because it is a give and take. I think every good relationship in life, like whether it's music or whatever, there's always like some sort of, cooking. There's people that make the food, eat the food. Make the music, listen to the music. There's always the give and take, and you make this content, the people wait for it, and then they get to see it. And it's like you're their TV show. That's the coolest thing in the world.
And it's crazy when people, not crazy, but it's crazy in the good way, where you see all these like people with passionate comments, how they support me, they love my work, and when I post my failures, they're still cheering me on.
I didn't get to see any of the videos of your failures. Which ones? What are some of those moments?
When I blew up the engine of my car, that's one good example. I was just driving on the road, and I've never heard a loud bang. And I pulled over to the side road, and my car started smoking. To find out a week later that the timing tensioner failed on the car. It's a recall on the car that Audi addressed it years ago, but they started trying to make the change now. I don't know. There's been a lawsuit against it.
Wow.
Audi wouldn't cover it because I have 113,000 miles, and the recall only covers under 100,000 miles.
No way.
Yeah.
So that's how they get you, right?
So that really screwed me over.
Damn.
Ever since then, I could have easily fixed the car for around $2,000 to $4,000. Instead, because that's how much the engine costs. Instead, I decided to say, screw this. I'm going to get myself another car and leave this as a project car because I love the car so much as a passion. The car is literally like a part of me, like my brand. It's kind of a less godly way of saying Iron Man and Tony Stark, or Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man.
It was going both ways because I hit this thing. There was something in the room. But you said the word godly, and the upper forces were like, oh.
Because I'm very small scale compared to Tony Stark.
Whatever. That's amazing. No. Your car is War Machine, man. No, you're doing it. You're doing it, man. It is Iron Man. It is that.
Very unique build, trying to get to 500 horsepower.
So how does it? So you know what? I know we're having Motorhead Tech on the show tonight, but I'm personally not too much of a car guy myself. I enjoy cars. I enjoy the culture of them. I like seeing them. I like the designs. I think they're very attractive. Because they are. It's like looking at a guitar. I see a great looking guitar and I'm like, oh, I just want to play that thing.
It's just a piece of art you can enjoy and use every day if you want.
But you know what I enjoy about cars the most is the fact that cars to me represent potential. Because to me, it's like, most people wish they could do such and such, but they just don't have a way to get from here to there.
Yeah.
A car provides you that. And then based on the type of car you get, it provides you that with style. So it's like, cars are very interesting, man. Like, what, you ever thought about it that way at all? Like,
it is a very broad topic that can be narrowed down to so many subcategories.
Yeah, because then you have the racers, and then you have like the old school car enthusiasts, and there's so many.
You get everything. You get there's a show, one of the biggest car shows in the United States is Cars and Coffee, West Palm Beach, Florida. The biggest and craziest car show ever. You'll see anything, and from anything old school cars from like the 50s, 60s, even the 90s, all these years, and then you see people talking about them, kids, high schoolers, middle schoolers, adults, college people. It's a big connection, and you see everybody making new connections, building up their businesses and brands, having fun. You can even bring your kids. It's just a lot. And then
it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, and then you see like a lot of cars like that mean a lot, not only to people or the race team who race these kind of cars and so on. It's just a piece of art they like to enjoy.
Yeah, definitely, right? And then you get to customize it, and you get to
You can make it your own vision, whatever you want.
So does your car represent you, or does it represent something you want to be?
That's difficult to answer.
It was a weird question. It just came to me because I thought about it like a tattoo. Like, you know, you never seen like the Japanese gangsters that have like the Yakuza? They have like the big tattoos all over their back. They're supposed to have a tattoo of something that is not what they are, but what they want to be.
Yeah.
So they'll get a tiger tattoo because they want to be strong and agile or whatever.
That's what they try to look up to.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like for you, how do you look at your car like that?
Well, for me, the car it's kind of a part of me in the sense where when you see something crazy on my car, that's how crazy I am.
That's awesome.
And it's more about in your face than be like everybody else, I guess.
Yeah, no, because that is you. You like Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah. Oh, I got a little bit to say about Jim Carrey. I do a lot of stupid, crazy shit. A lot. Sometimes I don't know, randomly sing out of nowhere, and my mom would look at me like I'm crazy. My brother would just start doing some random thing.
That's the best way to live.
And then they sometimes call me Jim Carrey 2.0.
That's great. Well, that's the best way to live, man. That's I do it all the time, man. I drive in my car and I just start making noises. Whatever, dude, doesn't matter. Dude.
Yes, because
when make any noise you want. Be as stupid as you want. Yeah, there you go, man. See, you could be as dumb as you like. Sometimes, and it's yes. Thanksgiving vibes. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you gotta be stupid sometimes. Yeah. I love it because to me, some people take themselves so seriously. It makes me laugh twice as hard because it's just like, my God, like limber up, you know, like I just want to grab their shoulders and just shake them a little bit, you know, just like stop.
It's funny because for me, I'm both stupid and smart. I could be stupid, like for example, math. I don't know why. Let's just say random numbers: 21 plus 3. I don't know. I literally don't know. That's how bad I am with math, but yeah, I can program in C++, Python, C#. I'm trying to learn HTML5, and I don't know basic math.
That's awesome.
I just have a computer and phone to do that math for me.
I think that's great, though, because you're going to specialize in something, whatever it is, or a few things, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you're going to whatever you're focusing on is going to be great because you just care about that thing, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's like, you know, sure, you could play the guitar, drums, and piano, but let's say you just play piano, you'd probably be an amazing piano player, you know, versus...
I actually played the piano, then I stopped. Played the violin, I stopped, I stuck with the guitar the longest.
Yeah, you told me about that. You played guitar for a bit. So you're... Okay. Because we need to figure out, what was the moment that you realized, like, man, I like doing stuff? Because a lot of people, man, trust me, it's a weird... It's weird for me to present it to you like this, but there's a lot of people that are comfortable enough with just watching TV and going to sleep.
For me, it was more like, hey, I like this. That exhaust sound.
Is it an empowering feeling?
But what really got me into cars was, Tony Stark / Robert Downey Jr., it's kind of like a role model because when I looked at the movie Iron Man when it came out in 2008, the first thing I saw in the movie was the Audi R8. That's when I fell in love with Audi. I love Audi cars. And that's ever since, like, this guy kind of reminds me of me in some way because he's persistent, he's hard-headed, and everybody looks up to him. I'm that on a lower scale.
That's amazing, man. That's cool.
That's what really got me into cars, just watching that movie, and then after that, I started doing stuff to my car.
That's super cool, man. So, I mean, at what point did you realize, like, I want to take what I'm doing, you know, with, like, you know, how to hack a Nintendo, you know, how did you figure out, like, you want to move on to cars, you know? Like, what was that?
Well, that's how my name came Motorhead Tech, because I work with cars and tech, and I try to figure out a really cool name to give myself. First thing came up to my head was Motorhead Tech.
It's a really cool name, and I'm sure it makes a lot of people think you're a metalhead because Motorhead is a really popular band.
It's what's it called? German band, I think. I don't know.
Are they German? I didn't know they were German.
I don't know. I see, like, when I see the word Motorhead on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, because it's got the little two dots. Yeah. Oh, that's true. That is German.
Like, is that German or is it a German band? I don't know.
That's hilarious. Damn, you know, I never noticed that in my Motorhead days, listening days. That's really cool, man. The fact that you work on cars, man. So, I mean, you recently purchased a Porsche.
Yeah.
A Porsche.
Porsche.
God, I hate when people I hate when people correct me on that.
I don't know which way is the correct term. I hear people say Porsche or Porsche.
I'm like, what do you have stock in the company? Like, who the fuck cares how you pronounce it? Just like, you know what I'm talking about. It is the most annoying thing in the world. I'm just like, bro, like it gets under my skin like crazy because it's like if you say, I don't know, It's like if you said the name of a chocolate wrong, I don't think anybody would be like, "Hey, that's not how you say it." Like, it's just
or tomato,
tomato,
data,
tomato,
data.
Data, Porsche. So you know what? Sorry, I just thought of a random question. I was supposed to ask you this earlier, but like, so what is your favorite? What is the coolest car you've ever seen? The coolest car you've ever seen?
In person or picture?
In person. So it's like, it doesn't mean the most expensive, but the one you think is the coolest. That's just like, man, this would
It'd be a tough one. I've seen a lot.
I bet.
Oof. I think it would be the Ferrari Dino, because that's a very rare car that you really don't see on the road. And I saw it at the supercar show. And I'm like, damn, I want that car. Oh, never mind. It's $500,000 car.
I haven't seen that one. When did that come out?
Or I think that's the most expensive car in the world. I don't know.
Is it? Wow.
I don't know. I forgot.
That's crazy. And what year did it come out? Is it a new car?
It was a 60s, I think.
Oh, it was an old school car.
Yeah, like 1962.
Oh. Yeah, those old school Ferraris, like the ones that are made for the racetracks and stuff.
Those are beautiful. I love the engines on those cars.
Man, so what is a good engine supposed to sound like? I don't know how.
Aggressive. It just has to sound aggressive.
So it's funny.
Oh, wow.
You know what's funny? You could tell me. Maybe you could tell me a little bit about this. My first car was a terrible car, but my first car was a '96 Mustang GT, and I liked it. It was cool.
Bad.
It was cool. It was cool. It was a terrible car itself because it had so many problems, but that car in good condition, I would have had a great time.
Convertible or no?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, the convertible didn't work. That was one of the problems. It worked. It did work, but I had to fix the button, and I didn't want to deal with electricals. Learning that, I thought it was. They always make it sound so simple to fix when they sell it to you. I mean, which is common sense.
American cars are pretty easy to work on. Try working on a German car. My Porsche top doesn't work, so I gotta get that fixed pretty soon.
I was gonna ask you about that. So, who makes the best cars in your opinion? What country?
Germany. Definitely Germany.
Hands
the thing
down?
with those cars is you gotta spend good money on maintenance. If you don't maintain that car, it will break down. But I love German cars. It's ever since I saw the movie Iron Man, and then my dad at the same time, he just bought an Audi without even test driving it. He was in Iraq at the time with the Iraq War back in 07 or 08.
Wow.
And he saw an Audi A4. And he's like, I like that car. And at the time, he had a 1998 Cadillac DeVille.
Nice.
And he never test drove an A4, never been inside the Audi, but he just bought it for a good deal when he was in Iraq.
Wow.
And then a couple months later, the car was shipped to where me, my mom, my brother, my sister were living at in Georgia at the time. And when my dad came back, we had a bow in the car, and it was a big surprise for him.
Hey.
He's like, wow, I love this car. And ever since then, he's been buying Audis. And then when he had the chance, he decided to trade in the Audi for a BMW.
Wow, okay.
Trader.
What BMW did he get?
328i.
Nice. Cool. I like those. Those are cool. Those are compact.
Yeah.
They're nice. They're nice. Is that the coupe or no?
No, my dad has the sedan.
That's cool. Yeah, I prefer that. I don't like coupes. But the Mustang I had was a coupe, and I hated it. The back seat was there's no nothing
it's
in the back seat.
It's just extra luggage space.
Literally. It's not even. You can't even fit luggage there. All you can fit is maybe some groceries. You can fit half a week's worth of groceries in the back of a fucking Mustang. It is unbelievable, dude. Oh my god, the celery was sticking out of the fucking window. But no, but it was a cool car. It was a V8. Sounded nice. Whoever had it before put those what is the Flowmaster exhaust?
Flowmaster.
They put Flowmasters on it. It was funny. I don't know anything about cars, but it was a good little ride until I realized this is the worst thing on the planet. Let me sell it. I got a Honda Accord after that.
Hey, it's fuel efficient.
I actually liked that car quite a bit. The sound system on it was great. It was great. It was a 95, so it was even older. And then now I have a Jeep, and I'm happy with it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I prefer Toyota though.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I just made stupid decisions with cars. Toyota makes better cars. They're more durable. They are, man, because I heard about that whole timing belt thing that Toyota has their timing belt.
Yeah,
if it breaks on you, it's not as
your pistons won't stop against the head.
Yeah. So That's kind of awesome because you know that saves you a lot of trouble. So, in your opinion, what's a car everybody should get? Like, what's a you know, like if somebody's looking to buy their first car, what would you recommend them? Something, you know, affordable but reliable, but also looks cool. Not the Prius. Shout out to every Prius owner because you know, cool, but man, that thing looks weird.
It's be kind of tough. You can get like the Volkswagen CC in 07 or 08. It's a kind of old car, but it's reliable. It's German. It's well put together, and it's sort of fuel efficient. It's like a Toyota Camry or Honda Civic.
That's awesome. You know, you know what's really funny? I was my car is a 07, the Jeep I have now, and when I got it, I was like kind of cautious about that. Like I was kind of like nervous about it because I was like, damn, like the financial collapse happened like a year after this. So all the, you know, factories must have been dealing with some, you know, budget cuts and stuff around 07. So I'm like, damn, like I hope none of these workers were kind of not feeling it and didn't feel like, you know, they didn't feel like, you know, welding something the way they were supposed to, or, you know, soldering some electrical parts in like they were supposed to. It just makes you wonder, you know, because you know, like the environment will produce, you know, an energy, and then people, the workers will feed off of that, and they make the products.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like, you know, it just made me wonder, you know, and when I think about it, like you said, German cars are the best, right? Like, or they're well made. They're
because well, number one, if you look at Volkswagen's net worth, their profits are number one in the whole world. They are the number one manufacturer in the whole world.
No way.
Then I think Toyota would be the second, and then a few others I forgot.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, number one.
That's some knowledge for you guys.
Because Volkswagen owns a bunch of companies, from Bentley to Porsche to Audi to Lamborghini to Bugatti to Ducati bikes and Seat. I think there's a few more, but they own all those companies.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, yeah, Volkswagen, I believe they own Bugatti, which is crazy.
Yeah, Bugatti, Porsche, Audi, Lamborghini.
Which is insane. That's insane. Like, how does that even work out? Like, you know,
they just buy them.
How many Lamborghinis do you think get sold per year? Isn't that interesting?
I would say about, like, I'm guessing, could be 5,000, but it's interesting.
Right, because it's like such a massive amount of money, but at the same time, it's like such a small. It's interesting to think about that, right? And what is this rumor that I keep hearing that like Lamborghinis and stuff, they don't last very long, like 12,000 miles, and they're considered old? Like, what?
It's, some people say, some people don't. It's all like where the mindset goes on how much you think the car is worth. Is it worth it? Do I like this? Do I like that? Is it comfortable? Can I daily it?
Right. Okay, that makes sense. That's awesome, man. So what's your daily at the moment?
My daily, well, my Porsche is at the shop. I'm getting a couple of things repaired because I got the car for such a good deal. I knew I had to put money into it, fixing it. It's going to cost me some money, but it's at the shop. I'm getting it fixed. In the meantime, I'm just driving my mom's Q5 or my brother's A3.
And check out Motorhead Tech's YouTube channel, and you'll see how much he got the Porsche for. Because I was gonna say it, but I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it because it was a good price. So check it out. Go check that out. It was a cool video. I like that video a lot.
Subscribe and show support.
My favorite part of the video is when you're walking to the car, and then like the camera's low, and you're like right here. And you look at the camera, you're like bring it up a little bit. That was awesome. Because that was cool. To me, I was like, personality. Yay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be bland. I'm trying to get like
No, it was great.
The thrill.
We were driving.
No, it was perfect.
Like, speeding. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Yes.
First time.
No, it was great. And it's a very cool looking car. A very, very, very cool looking car. How do you like it so far? I mean, I know you said you had to get a couple of things
fixed. It's a pain in the ass right now because it needs some fixes, but I loved it. It was so fun to drive. So fun.
So what made you want to go with the Porsche then? Like, it was just...
well,
how do you pronounce it, by the way? Porsche or Porsche?
I call it Porsche, but I probably... From Britain, people might say Porsche.
Yeah, the lovely Claudia, thankfully, you know, she's not here to correct you because she would have if she was here. My girlfriend, she's one of those. She's one of those, man. She will have to correct you.
Well, because I got the car because I'm like something that's awesome, fun to drive, quick, stands out. It has to be safe. It has to be somewhat reliable, and it has to be a German car. It has to be a German car. I'm not getting anything else. Although I was looking to get a Toyota Supra, if you guys know what those are.
Oh, those are sick, right?
The 94, which is the circular body style.
Wow, that's cool, man. You know, so what is the thing about Supras that's the coolest? Because that's like a car that like people love that car.
Yeah, those two JZ GTE engines, they are practically bulletproof.
Wow.
Toyota overbuilt those engines, like overbuilt. You could modify a lot, put a big turbocharger in it, and you'd be pushing big numbers in horsepower. And
That's
it's a
sick,
quick
man.
car, and the car can run with a lot of stock internals with a lot of power.
So
For the most part.
what's the HP on your cars right now? Or what was the HP on the Audi and what you
The
got on the Porsche?
Audi, right now, is 0 because there's no engine. When it ran on E85 gas, it was pushing around 295 horsepower to the crank,
Sweet.
which is okay.
Cool.
Not bad for a front-wheel drive CVT.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I don't know what any of that means, but that's amazing.
Front-wheel drive system, and CVT is a CVT transmission, which I'm throwing out and putting all-wheel drive with the DSG transmission.
Okay. All you car enthusiasts at home,
Yeah.
drop in your 2 cents. Give me one quick second while we go ahead and check, make sure everything is good to go. Anyway, man. So yeah, we were talking about Porsche, man, because it's funny later. Like if I'm thinking about a car that I would get, like those old school Porsches look so cool, man. And when I think about them, like they haven't changed the design much on those cars at all.
Yeah, and
They just make them a little bit rounder.
It's funny because the car that started that is the Volkswagen Beetle. That car started those angular headlights and the circular car, and it transitioned into the Porsche 911. And Porsche's audience, they love the design, and they kept it the same since over the years. Unlike Lamborghini, you see them changing over the years, and some people don't like them, some people do. And with Porsche, they just listen to their audience, and they just keep making the same design over the years. And with their egg-shaped headlights, which is the more slanted ones instead of circular ones, that's what I have in my car. People hated the design, and Porsche immediately switched a couple of years later to the original design headlights. So they do listen to their audience.
Yeah, that's extremely important because those are the people that are feeding you. You feed each other. It's the give and take we were talking about earlier. Yeah, no, it's completely true, man. Yeah, definitely. It's cool though. That's what you want, though. I mean, even because I try to relate whatever you're talking about to like guitars, because that's it's really funny. Guitars and cars are not too far off from each other because the first few Fender guitars that came out back in the 50s, the paint jobs that came out on those guitars were actually direct copies of all the popular car colors of the time.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
They literally used the same exact paint on those guitars because they were thinking, what's popular right now, and that's where you get those surf green, you get like that turquoise green from the old school cars, you get the cherry red or whatever it's called, candy apple red, I believe it's called. So many of those colors, and very interesting. And it's funny because John Mayer. Everybody knows John Mayer.
No, I don't.
Well, John Mayer is a musician. He's a popular, like,
musician.
he's like he does kind of like country rock kind of tunes. It's kind of hard to describe him. And he came out with the guitars recently with a company called Paul Reed Smith, and the colors he chose were Tesla colors. All the Tesla paint jobs he chose on his guitars. So it's just I guess
That's nice. It's like how Iron Man. Tony Stark picked out the color for his Iron Man suit. He looked at the hot rod, picked the color out, and put it in the suit.
No way. Is that how that was? It's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't see Iron Man. I didn't see those. I tried to watch the first Iron Man a few times. That movie was slow for me, man. I couldn't. It took me a while to get into it. I couldn't.
After like the first 30 minutes, it starts to get interesting.
Yeah,
it's a funny movie. Marvel movies, I love MCU.
I gotta get more into it, man. I missed out a lot on those movies. I missed out a lot. If you recommend it, because honestly, if Iron Man was such a big impact in your life, then to me that lets me know that there's something there to be watched. So I got to give it another chance.
Yeah, he's also played a part in the MCU with all these movies, and like these movies changed a lot because they're one of the top grossing films in the world.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you know what? Today I was gonna do a surprise. I'm going to do a surprise for Motorhead Tech. We're going to do something a little bit different on the show because I like to keep the show changing all the time. I don't like to do the same thing all the time. And for my Spotify listeners, thank you to you guys. This part might be a little boring. I'm probably going to cut it out from the audio part because it's just going to be us doing a cool thing for a little bit that you cannot see. We're going to play Need for Speed, and we're going to play Need for Speed with your car.
Hey.
And I think it'll be very interesting. And I want you to.
Oh, that's a surprise. They have my car in the game?
They do. I believe so. It's a Carrera. It's a 911 Carrera.
Oh, I was thinking about the Audi because I don't know. It's,
Oh, the Audi. That'd be great. Maybe they do. Maybe we could see that actually.
we'll go
I
with
didn't
the
even
Porsche
bother
then.
checking. Yeah.
We'll go with the Porsche because I doubt they have my car. My car's not that special.
Oh, well, you make it special. All right, that's
I make
cool.
it special.
So cool.
All right, cool. Give me 1 second. I don't know why Need for Speed got closed at some point, but we're gonna open it up again. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do something a little bit different, man. So
We're playing with controllers or what?
controllers for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
I mean,
And
the steering wheel is what I prefer, but I can do with the controller.
I know. I actually want to get a. I want to get a steering wheel for the game because I think they're so much fun to play on.
I'm probably gonna turn my A4 steering wheel into a what's it called? Controller for a game. Add some buttons, add the wiring configuration, all that stuff.
That sounds cool.
So I could use it like on the Xbox.
Definitely, I love it. All right, cool. Let's see. Need for Speed. Let's capture this. We got it running. Cool, folks. So let's make sure this is running nice and proper.
Well, I just drank a beer, so does that count as drinking and driving?
In the safe way, yeah. This is if you're gonna drink and drive, don't only do it through video games, guys, because that's it. Stay home. Stay home.
Yeah, stay safe.
Stay safe. Go for it, my man. All right, cool. This is Need for Speed Most Wanted from 2012. It's a very fun game. This is one of the first times they try to do an open world game. And they put you in a city. All the cars are already unlocked. You just have to go up to them. You have to find them, and then you press Y, and you just jump into them at any time. So,
I haven't played Need for Speed in years, so I don't really remember.
hey,
Oh wow! Oh wow! Even a similar color actually.
I tried to get the color matched to your thing.
Mine's actually like technically the color is blue, but it's a bluish silver color.
Yeah, yours is like, yours has that awesome metallic silver look to it. Hey! Motorhead Tech just going nuts right away.
Yeah.
Auto log alert.
I love it. That's amazing.
Oh, I just hit a sign.
What do you think of this city?
No.
And for being a game from 2012, the graphics are actually pretty decent, right?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Right? This was a great game.
How do I turn off assist on this?
I have no idea. I have it on. Yeah, I have it on automatic, or whatever that I have it on.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that.
I have no idea. But if you want to do boost, it's A, and you have all your NOS. Oh my goodness!
I lost control.
Motorhead Tech
No.
head-on collision.
My
My
Porsche's
good-
destroyed.
My goodness. Very intense.
I can only do better if the settings are my way.
So how does I mean, obviously, I know you just got your car and you're going to be upgrading it soon, but how does the vehicle feel at least?
It's pretty good for actually an 18-year-old car, 19, almost 2 decades old.
That's pretty awesome.
Like,
Look at Motorhead Tech going in opposite traffic. This is...
if I had...
I love that it gives you points for it, too.
Yeah.
You're actually getting points for going into oncoming traffic. That's actually filling up your boost. And if you want to do boost, it's A. Nice.
I'm not a fan of these settings.
I believe to drift is X.
No, that's what I was looking for.
There you go. And you can also drift with the left trigger.
I tried X. Wow, I'm a bad driver right now.
It's a tough game. Oh, if you go into the garages, you change color and it fixes your car. Oh, sorry, not the garage, the gas station. My bad.
Oh, wow.
Which is fun. There just happened to be a garage right there.
Nah.
Whoa! What a dodge. That was amazing. Oh man, you're just juking all the cops, dude. Motorhead Tech getting away from all the feds.
Yeah, this is fun.
The cops will never suspect it. Oh no! Oh, what? The cop just disappeared. He just Inviso cop. Look, he was like, I'm out.
Now let's drive good.
That's hilarious, dude. I think I actually have it upgraded a little bit with some like reinflatable tires, I believe, or whatever is on here. I have some stuff on it. There you go. There's a hot pursuit going on right now, guys. The cops are on Motorhead Tech's tail. He is in his Porsche 911 Carrera.
Can't stop me.
Today is 9/11, guys. Wow, full circle. Full circle. Oh shit! End of the line. Oh, and you made it actually. Pursuit evaded.
Yeah, pursuit evaded.
Well done, man. Wow.
Oh, that was bad.
You know what? Check. All right, so press right on the D-pad whenever you get a chance. We're gonna see if they have the Audi in the game. You never know.
I doubt it.
Let's see what they got. Press right on the D-pad and then go to custom. Go to change car. My bad. Back one, and then yeah, and it should be Audi. No, they got the A1 and they got the R8.
That's my dream car. That's actually my dream car. That's
Go
what
for
I
it.
want.
Just press right and then just jump in. And this is one of the cool things about the game. They let you jump in any car you want. You can actually choose it from the menu. I would highly recommend this game. It's a lot of fun. And there she is.
That is my dream car. That's what I want.
I love that you're wearing a helmet in there. Motorhead's like the driver's wearing a helmet. I think it's the coolest thing because you never see that.
Yeah, because it's a race.
Yeah, for real, right? He's like, I'm not getting in the convertible without that. And I don't know what city they're supposed to be in this game, but it's they did a really good job designing the city.
California.
It looks a lot like it, right?
Oh, opposite lane.
Honestly, some of the effects in this game, like when you crash, is like the most brutal crashes ever, man. Like they actually in the new Need for Speed, they don't even do this anymore.
Yeah.
Now the crashes look very like they just fade to black after a while. This one
feel realistic.
Yeah, I mean honestly, it's a little annoying that you can't skip every time that you crash, but at the same time it's like they paid all this money to animate it. They were like, nah, we're gonna make you watch it. Oh, brilliant! How does the R8 feel compared to the Porsche?
The handling's all better.
Handling's a lot better.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'll give him this. That's fine. You can have it. Thank you. Oh,
That blows.
sure. I mean, you know, if you're not gonna drink. All right, good. That was fun. That was a fun little new segment on the show.
That was a bit fun.
Right. That was a fun little thing right there. Guys, we are back. Thank you everybody for hanging out on episode 92 of Shut Up Let's Talk. That was a fun little new segment that we did.
Yeah.
A comment? Did you write that or just on?
Oh, that's a notif. Yeah. But what do you think of that game? It's a fun game.
Reminds me of the good old times.
Yeah, man. They don't really make. I have the new Need for Speed. It's not as fun as that one. It's really not. It's more realistic. It's more like simulation.
I play more Forza Horizon now.
What is your game? What is the video game that you would recommend to people that the car enthusiasts like yourself?
Forza Horizon 5.
That's the one.
Yeah.
5. Is 5 already out?
I think so. 4 or 5.
That's awesome.
4 is the current one, I think.
With the Xbox Game Pass, I actually believe that's one of the games included is Forza Horizon 4.
Yeah, for 30 days.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I mean, I want to try. I want to try how the PC thing works. I want to see how that goes. Is there a PC version of Forza?
I don't think so. I think it's just for Xbox only.
Exclusives. That's awesome, man. So, do you play a lot of racing games?
I just stick to Forza Horizon. That's really all.
That's cool. Man.
Before that was Need for Speed and Midnight Club Los Angeles.
Dude, Midnight Club was a lot of fun.
I love that game.
Midnight Club. I played the ones on the PS2. I had one on the PSP.
I had a PSP. It was so much fun.
The Midnight Club 3?
Yeah.
The dub edition. My god, what a game.
That was my favorite one.
Yeah, that was a great game, man. And like you'd see like the little areas that you had to go to, the checkpoints. So they would be like the little smoky red areas.
I remember the ramps you jumped on too.
Oh, that was a great game. And then like the bike would come in and just destroy everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great game. Great game. But racing games are a lot of fun to me, man. What I like the most about racing games and racing culture in general, like I think about, I look at some of your comments, and you have a great community. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything like that, but it's a very critical community.
Oh yeah, there's
they'll call anybody out.
Yeah.
At any time.
There's a lot of assholes in this community. I'm one of them, but you can destroy me.
It's competitive, man. It's insane. I see people comment like, "Bruh, that shit's slow."
Yeah, there's a lot worse. Or your car's a ricer, this and that. I get that
ricer. Oh no, what is a ricer? Can you explain what a ricer is to the people that don't know what that is? What is that supposed to be?
From what I've read, it's race, something. I don't know.
Is that how? Because I never knew.
Race to enhance car modification, something like that. I don't remember the terminology.
Really? You know what's funny? I always thought that the term was like semi-racist.
It was more
that's
like.
What I thought. I thought ricer was like a racist quote for like.
Eat rice.
It's more of a derogatory word.
Yeah.
Ricer just means like.
Urban Dictionary.
It's just like
Urban Dictionary time. Hell yeah.
It's a stupid, ugly car. That's basically what it is, with unnecessary modifications done to it.
When people put the stripe on the Honda Civic.
Or cheap Walmart products.
Oh, well, damn, yeah, it's like I said, it's very competitive out there, man. Like the car world is very competitive.
Yeah, that's how do I say? It's you do one little thing, everybody will notice.
Yeah, but you know what? So I mean, does that part of the community drive you to be a better, better at what you do? You know what I mean? Like, does it like inspire you more to kind of turn that negativity into quality?
It's fuel. It's more like fuel for me. It's like, wait, you're telling me I can't put 600 horsepower in my car? But watch me do it.
Let's find a way.
And then he's gonna be shitting on me until I get it. I'll be like, haha, fuck you, I did it.
That's the best way, man. That's the best way, dude. That's how all the great.
I don't say it, I just show it.
That's how all the great things in the world came to be, man. It's there were so many people because he is there talking about it, but until you're there making the video of you doing it, it's really a different world to be in, and it's like it's funny, man. It's part of that give and take, right? It's like they give us the fuel, and we turn it back into content. It's very interesting. That's cool though. But I enjoy that through all that kind of stuff, you just continue to work hard and you just don't lose sight of what you do. That's awesome.
I do lose sight, but
do you?
It's more like I'm on path and I get off path.
Damn.
I know what I have to do. I know where I have to go. I know what's next. I have to be on this path. But at the same time, when like reality, all this stuff happens, emotions, financial situations, social situations, professional situations, lifestyle situations, it kind of like takes a toll on your brain, and you're like, I have to do this, but I'm so focused on this.
Well, you know what? Do you mind if I tell people how old you are?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're 22, man, you've done and you are doing so much already that like it's totally understandable for you to feel that way. And this is not like some older person talking to a younger person type of thing. It's just this is a life conversation. That like no matter how old you are, you could be 60. We all get overwhelmed, and that's exactly how you should feel. Because I mean, I don't know. It's weird, man. Sometimes I think about life and I think about days that I sat there and did nothing, and I don't regret it, but I'm also just kind of like, damn, I wasted that day. You know,
it's productivity.
Could have done so much.
For me, it's like, as long as at least one productive thing in one day, I'll be fine. Every day, for a while, I've been working hard. I worked hard that I kind of like had so much stress, anxiety on myself that I just kind of like took a step back and I just started like relaxing. I took a big break while I'm working a full-time job, but I took a big break of about like 3 or 4 months just from everything. And I took a step back off my social media platforms, and I got back on it, because I'm not like overwhelming myself. I'm getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep every day.
Nice.
Still, since 2015. I
Wow.
try to at least get in like the 10 hours. Never happens.
That's tough, man.
Because I have a very productive day. I want to get everything done. Right now, I've been relaxing, luckily.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, man. I mean, you know, it's easy to burn yourself out when you're so passionate about what you do. Like, you know, it's tough. It's there's only so much time in the day, man. It's tough.
Yeah, and if you guys heard my accent or how I talk, I'm Puerto Rican, so I do have a little bit of an accent, and I may say some words wrong.
Whatever. I can't even tell, man.
Yeah.
Cannot tell. And I mean, honestly, you know, like I remember you telling me this is like your first podcast, and you were a little nervous about it. But honestly, I think you're doing just fine, my friend.
Because that feels like I'm in a YouTube video, so like, I'm more in my environment right now.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I love it, man. It's been a great episode so far. What do you think of it? What do you think of the first podcast experience so far?
Oh, amazing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Glad you like it, man.
Warming experience.
Thank you, man. Fuck. No, but let's talk a little bit about Jim Carrey for a second, because we touched it for a second earlier, but he's one of my favorite actors of all time. I grew up watching a lot of Jim Carrey, and he was a major, you know, inspiration for not necessarily what I do, but for how I'd like to be. You know, Jim Carrey, like the characters that he portrays, they're also different, but it's also him.
Yeah.
And through whether it's Ace Ventura or, you know, in Dumb and Dumber or any of those. Dumb and Dumber is one of my favorite comedies of all
One of my
time.
favorites as well.
So it's and that does not get old. It's impossible for that movie to get old.
You'll be an adult, you'll still be laughing at it.
It's hilarious, you know what I mean? And he's a guy who's been through a lot in his life. If you ever check out any of his biographies and
there's
stuff,
some stuff.
yeah, he's been through a lot of things, a lot of tragedies, just like, you know, and just how every human being in the world has. You know, it's like, it's funny when we have conversations like this, because we look at life and it's like, oh, he had tragedies and he did. Everybody does, but
It's life.
it's funny when you look back at it. You know, it's funny when you look at it all. And I think that's one of the fun things about like podcasting world, is that you get to like examine, you get to put something under the microscope and be like, what exactly is happening here? You know, and to me, like, that's what I like. It's been fun having you on the show so far, because yeah, you do these YouTube videos and people get to see you, you know, getting a new hood for your car in the mail and doing all this kind of stuff, you know. But then I love to think, you know, where did this start? What was that first experience where you realized, like, you know, like you said, you were hacking your Wii and stuff. You were hacking
everything, really. Give me a computer, give me your phone, give me your Game Boy, Nintendo DS, all this other stuff, PlayStation 3.
You turned a PS3 into a computer for your mom.
Yeah, I pretty much gutted out the PlayStation 3 that had the yellow light of death. It was totally done for, and I just put a computer inside it.
Which is amazing. Small form factor for the win.
SSF.
Right, you know what I mean, and I think that's amazing, man. So, you know, like, and because that's super creative, dude. And what I like about people like you, and I don't know if maybe I'm one of those people too, I don't know, but it's the fact that you're not satisfied with what's given to you. Oh. You know, you wanna, because some people look at something for what it is, and other people look at it for what it could be. You know, and I think that you fall into that second category, and I think those are the people that innovate, and that's where innovation comes from.
For me, it's more like I'm not stopping until I make it like vacation. I haven't taken vacation outside of Florida in the past like 5 years or so. I'm not getting a vacation until I make it in life. So I'm persistent, and people throw shit all the time all my way. It hurts, because it's like, why are you putting your time into my life? I'm trying to work my life up, and you're watching me grow successful, but look at you. And I should have lost my train of thought.
No. You were saying that people try to put you down.
Oh yeah, so I deal with it. It hurts, but at the same time, I'm saying, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it, and you can't stop me.
That's the best way to be, man. That's the best way to be, trust me. Because and I'm happy to see that, man. I'm happy to see, because those are the people that, you know, I'd like to be around, and those are the people that I think everybody should be around. Because the people at home that just sit there, you know, and they talk down on people, like, it's fine, you know, if do what you got to do, but I hope that those people find their clarity, and they find their hobbies, and they find something in their life that they're working on. Because honestly, people like that concern me. You know, when I see YouTube comments and I see certain people that are so eager to, because it takes a lot of brain process for you to leave a negative comment.
Yeah.
Most people, when they see something they dislike, they just move on and they change the video. They just click the next link they see that interests them.
People just want to bring you down. They're not only jealous and envy you, but it's just like, they just don't want you to succeed. They just don't like your personality. They don't like the skill you have. and that's the reason why people jump on you like that.
It's so exciting to me, honestly. Like that type of behavior is so toxic, but it excites me so much because it makes my blood boil in such a good way. Where I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do more now.
For me, like it's like if you try to mess with me, hey, I scroll on the deep dark web, so don't mess with me.
For real.
I gotta spend good money to fuck around with some people like that.
Watch out, exactly, for real, man. You know, and it's part of that. It's part of that competitive nature of the car community because it's all about coming in first. You know.
Yeah.
And when you deal with a culture of people that want to come in first, there's people that are willing to step on others or belittle others or to make themselves look good or try to get in your head psychologically. You know, just so that some people literally want to talk bad to you just so that you lose your motivation for one day and don't make a video and they'll be happy.
Happens.
It's strange. It's strange. I don't know what it's like to be in the head of those kind of people, but you gotta imagine it's a sad place to be. But anyway,
think on the positive side.
Exactly.
Become stronger.
That's exactly how I feel. It's like that's just fuel, man. It's just fuel, dude. It's fun for me, man. And thankfully, I know thankfully I've never really gotten that much like negative feedback. Like thankfully, and honestly, I'm happy that not that I'm happy to see you getting negative feedback, but seeing you get it lets me know that you're being shown to a big enough audience, and that's great. Because to me, like sometimes I get annoyed that nobody wants to argue about something because I'm like, damn, like,
Thing is, nothing's perfect in this world. You make the perfect car, for example, some guy's gonna comment, "Oh, that wheel is." Offset is just a little bit off, so you might get something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So nothing's perfect. You can make the world's cheapest Bugatti, somebody's still gonna complain.
Oh my god! You know what's funny? You just reminded me. I got to look up some Bugatti kit cars or something. I guess somebody's got to have a kit.
Oh god!
Somebody's got to have a kit with like a Honda underneath, and it's like a Bugatti skin.
Yeah, that car is butchered and should just be tortured.
Oh my god, man!
Burned and tortured.
So so let's say that there's a car, the most expensive car that you can get. Let's say you got all the money in the world. You can get one car with it. One car. What would it be? All the money in the world.
Audi R8 V10 Plus.
Ah, the Audi.
Or maybe the GT version.
Wow. And what is it about? Is it the connection to Iron Man? Is the part that's a fact of it's a part of your childhood?
It's a part, but I really love Audis because like.
They're also sick.
It's just bold, like it's in your face, and it's like, oh, BMW, yeah. Oh look, he has a BMW, that's nice. But we see now, he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's a statement piece. Yeah. And they always make them look very. I don't know how to describe it, man. They have a look. Yeah, they have a look to them. It's weird. They just design them in such a. They're classy but extremely aggressive and sporty at the same time. Yeah. It's really weird. It's weird, because they. Every car company tries to do something with their visuals. They try to bring you a feeling because that's what brands do. Brands are supposed to give you a feeling, not a like,
Audi has been actually the first company in the world to develop LED lights inside headlights.
No way, they did that?
Yeah, they did that, and they also did not push the start, but press your brakes and then put the key in or twist the key in. That kind of a setup to prevent people from just having the car in park and drive off when you put the key in.
Oh, that's amazing. Oof, that's hilarious. Yeah. I would have never thought that. Well, innovation, guys. It's a cool company, man. Would you ever work for Audi, or would you rather
Actually, I applied to Audi. The funny thing, one dealership didn't hire me because I had a YouTube channel that worked on my car, and I was kind of conflictive to them. They didn't want me giving their secrets away, so...
What?
Yep. And then the other dealership, they didn't hire me because I had 2 points on my record back... I applied in 2018, but I had 2 points that I got in 2015 or 2016. And I know with points, they don't get expired until 3 years after the date of the incident. So that they didn't care I had a YouTube channel.
But it was about the points.
It was about the points.
So stupid, man. Well, you know what? It's fine. At the end of the day, you're a Motorhead Tech.
You'd be surprised what I actually applied and got.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. There's a time and place for everything. I'm sure at some other time and place, if you ever decide to do that later, I'm sure they'll be happy to have you there because...
Nah, I think I like where I am right now. Cause
that's exactly what I was going to tell you. You don't even need them, really. You know, it's not that you don't need them, but fuck it, man. Like,
would
if
help.
they endorse you or something, it's a different story.
It
But
could help if they can fix my car.
yeah, well, I was about to say it'd be cool. Exactly, like some sort of like endorsement or sponsorship or something like that. You know, or like some sort of like affiliation or whatever they call that. You know, like
I doubt they're
a
gonna do
partnership.
something. I'm
Never
still
know,
small. I'm not small fact. There's other people out there who
whatever.
are bigger with these cars.
You're doing at least you're doing cool stuff with it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I don't really follow a lot of car people on YouTube. The only guy I ever did follow was a guy named I think his name is That Dude in Blue. He does a bunch of like car reviews and he does a lot of like Mustang stuff. You know,
Yeah,
it was back when I
honestly,
had the Mustang.
I don't really watch YouTube videos or people's YouTube videos.
That's awesome because you make videos, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm more about productive time. Like, why do I need to watch this video? It's educational, but why would I care? So I just try to be more productive in my day.
No, it's understandable, man, because you know it's the same thing we were saying earlier. It's like either you're watching or you're making, and there's not enough time to do both. There's
Exactly.
just not. And sometimes when I'm not creating, I just want to sit in quiet, in silence, and just kind of just want to relax. You know, like with there's nothing like that sometimes.
For me,
'cause
I can't relax. I have to have music on.
that's awesome.
Anywhere I go, music has to be on.
What's the music in the car? What are you bumping in the car all the time?
I listen to a lot of reggaeton and reggae.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Cool. That's cool. Reggae music is amazing, and it's funny. Reggaeton, as much people make fun of it a lot because it's like the popular music, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just people make fun of Britney Spears for the same reason. You know, it's the popular thing, and it's funny.
Yeah,
but at the same
reggaeton
time,
came from reggae.
absolutely. And you know what? It's funny because like when I listen to the music and I listen to what's really being played and the keyboard parts and the guitars and the drums and all that kind of stuff, it's good music. Like it's good melodies, it's good chords, it's good music. That means good music. So you know, it's everybody can laugh at what they want, but there's a lot to like there.
I listen to everything but country. I hate country.
Yeah, country is a little funky, but you know, there's things I like of it. Like I love country guitar players. I love the tone of the guitars. Like I like the Fender Telecaster. I have one right here. I love, you know, I love country sounding guitars, but the actual music itself and talking about your 4x4 tractor, trailer, whatever.
Baby, lock them doors. I don't remember the rest of that song.
I don't know what it is, but they just talk about those strangest things sometimes. It's just sometimes I just laugh. It's like, you know, it's funny. We think about rap music and like they talk about, they're talking about their Rolexes and their cars and whatever. If you listen to country, guess what? They're talking about their pickup trucks. Literally, they're talking about pickup trucks. They're talking about like, you know,
Spinning my tobacco in a teacup.
tobacco. They're talking about mud. You know, they're talking about like driving in the mud and all sorts of weird stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like every music captures a feeling, and that feeling captures a time and place. Oh man, what are we doing today, guys? 10:43. We've already run up time on the show, man. I can't believe it already. Time almost an hour already, man. How do you think of your first podcast experience, man? Would you start your own show at this point? I was telling you got to do a car show, man.
I'm more of a vlogger, entertainer / do-it-yourself YouTuber. I'm not more of a live streamer because what are you gonna really learn by streaming? Plus, I make a lot of money with videos.
Yeah, there you. So streaming, YouTubing is the way to go, guys.
With videos.
Editing, yes. Honestly, I love doing vlogs and stuff, man. It's a lot of fun doing those kind of things.
Yeah,
like,
I've been trying to get more vlogs on my YouTube channel.
it's fun, man. Just the editing just takes so long. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird, man. Certain days, like I went to a burger place once, like a burger restaurant, and we did a vlog from there, and I had a really good time. And the editing didn't take too long there because I knew what I wanted. And I guess I had a better idea. So maybe it's just planning it in my head is the way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I just got to have a better visual idea. I don't know. What's in the future for Motorhead Tech? What are you going to be working on? You know, what are the upcoming videos? You got anything in the pipeline?
Well, upcoming, I gotta do a do-it-yourself video to replace your LED or headlights on the Audi A3 2015 8PM. My brother's light doesn't turn on, so I gotta replace the bulb on it. Then I might do like a Porsche 911 exhaust video.
Nice.
And after that, I gotta start buying more Audi A4 parts.
So I mean, the Audi is not working at the moment?
No, it's been dead for a whole year.
Wow.
No, wow, shit. Today marks 365 days.
No way.
Yeah, for that car being dead.
Dude, 9/11 is the number today, man.
It's like the anti-anniversary of my
Of the car.
car's death.
Of the child, yeah.
Well, coma.
Yeah. We're gonna. It's gonna pull out of that coma soon.
I would say about 2020 should be done. Hopefully.
That'll be here sooner than we even know it. you know, as crazy as that sounds.
I waited a year. I could wait longer.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, I'm sure once it's back up to life, it's gonna be. Well, I mean,
it's like
obviously that's the idea.
Priority. I have to do this. Back in 2018, when I was actually working Domino's with that car before it exploded.
Wow.
Because I was still a part-time student at FAU, just trying to get my associate's degree in my third year. I just didn't really care. I got tired of college.
Happens. No, it's understandable.
I paid a bunch of people to do my work. I'm out, got my associates, and then I was unemployed because my car broke down. Applied a bunch of jobs. I got a job at Comcast. I just been buying car parts like crazy. I'm buying an engine in 2019. I bought an engine. I bought a transmission. Bought a bunch of other parts. I'm gonna get this car running.
Sounds good to me. Shit. Hey man, that's the goal, and
persistence and mission oriented.
And action into the thoughts, right?
And no procrastinating.
Hell yeah, man, you're doing it, man. It's exciting. So right now you're more interested in getting the Audi back than upgrading the Porsche, right?
That's my priority. Porsche is like keep it stock, clean, but have fun with it.
That's awesome, man. That's cool, man. So when are you supposed to get the Porsche back from the
I think
from the lab?
About a week or 2 weeks, because I just bought a lot of parts to replace it.
That's awesome.
Like some convertible top parts, some engine bay parts, some body work and stuff like that.
Cool, man. And who would you recommend do the work on your car? And you want to drop
the best automotive mechanic in Florida or anywhere really? Go to Ariel. He works at the Cranking Wagon in Hialeah, Florida. He knows his shit. Very, very humble. And this guy's just amazing. Literally amazing. 30 years working for Audi, retired. Well, he actually quit. Worked with APR tuning. Quit because he thought he could do a better job than Audi and APR. Now he owns his own European shop.
Sweet, man. So shout out to Ariel.
Yeah, shout out to Ariel.
And go hit him up if you guys need work on your car, man. And especially if you're working with a Porsche like Motorhead Tech is. And because I'm assuming you want to have your mechanics be careful with your expensive cars.
Sketchy people who
I could work on that.
Rig your cars.
Yeah, dude. I remember at some other point I gotta tell you guys a story about when I tried to get my car fixed. Well, like what we do right now. It's just, you know what? All right. You know what? I do want to get into the story. So, Motorhead Tech. I'm gonna put. Oh, never mind. I closed the game. I was gonna put the game back on for a second because I need to pee out of my brain so bad. Yeah. How was Tiffy Cat taking a nap?
8 to 4 and then I go home and I do school study stuff and then
brutal.
Sounds like me, but I get 5 hours of sleep in 4 hours.
The live studio audience is literally restless.
You should have seen me back in 2018, 2017. I was in Army RTC at the time. I was a full-time student, 12 credit hours. I was working in Home Depot, and I was also part of fraternity, Kappa Sigma.
Damn, shout out.
Until they kicked me out. Long story for that one.
There's always got to be a part 2. So every good episode needs a part 2. So we're gonna get into that one. Well, really quick, that story I was gonna say. My car needed a transmission flush. I went on Craigslist to look for somebody to work on the car. Guess what? I found a Jamaican guy.
That's when you know you fucked up.
Yeah, and
no offense.
Well, shout out to all my Jamaicans. That has nothing to do with the fact that he was Jamaican. That's just where he was from.
It was a fun joke.
And he ended up being a cokehead. And he took me to a barber shop, and he just like, give me 1 second. Came back with cocaine and tried to offer it to me, and I was like, no, I'm good, dude. He's like, no, just try it out, man. You'll be all right. I was like, I am totally all right, dude. And yeah, he spent a long time trying to work on my car and do some dumb shit in his front yard, in his front driveway, and it was a very long day. My phone died. My parents were trying to get in touch with me. Everybody thought I was dead. I could have been, maybe. It was the craziest day ever. Anyway, so yeah, shout out. So hit up Ariel, guys, so you don't have to go through that.
Hit me up if you have any questions, concerns.
And
subscribe also to my YouTube channel.
Subscribe to Motorhead Tech, man.
And follow me on Instagram, motorhead.tech.
You know what? Absolutely, guys. And man, it's been an amazing episode so far. Episode 92 of Shut Up, Let's Talk, featuring Motorhead Tech.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, one of the most fun names to say I've ever had on the show.
It's like in your face.
Yeah, I could say Motorhead Tech. It just rolls off the tongue very easy. It's like a two little hills. Anyway, man. Episode 92, brother. If you guys would like to follow Motorhead Tech, where can they follow you at? I know you just said it, but tell us one more time.
Hey, show support for this guy. This is amazing.
Thanks, man. I'm trying, brother. Thank you, man. What you do is just as amazing, brother. So I'm glad that we can get to hang out and talk, and you know, I'm sure we'll, maybe if I need some car help one day or I need something customized, maybe I could call you to do that. We'd make a video about it one day. Yeah,
by the way, I'm trying to open up my business in 2020 in Boca. Cars and Tech Shop. That's the name of it.
Sweet.
That's what I want to do. I have a business partner. I'm gonna do this.
So guys, go subscribe to Motorhead Tech's channel. What the fuck? Go hit up his Patreon. I'm sure if he's got one.
I got a Patreon, yeah.
Yeah, hit up all those things so that you can go ahead and get what's the name of the shop again? Cars and
Tech Shop.
Cars and Tech Shop.
Oh, by the way, I'm not like any other person or YouTuber. I actually respond to literally all my messages. I take the time to help people out, so don't be afraid to ask a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. It's the internet. It's the internet. If you're gonna be shy on the internet, just move to a different planet.
Or go anonymous on the Deep Dark Web.
Yeah, the Deep Dark, the DDW. Anyway, guys, if you guys want to follow me, it's at Alizar Chand. If you guys want to follow the show, it's at Shut Up Let's Talk all over the interweb, the webosphere, the globus. What? Guys, thank you so much for hanging out on episode 92. Motorhead Tech once again, man. Thank you so much for being.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Everybody
Peace
go.
out.
Peace, love, peace, chicken grease. Look both ways before you cross the street. We will catch you folks on the flip side.
Yeah.
Later.